Mike, another
Exactly.
question here from Oratile. And I mean, you as a photographer will be well placed to answer this question. And it's a question that I would have as well. What's the balance? And I'm just paraphrasing Oratile's question here. How do you know whether to invest in your photography skills while you're capturing the original image versus the editing skills of working on that image after you've taken it? How do you know where to put your time and investment in your skills?
The two go hand in hand. That is such a wonderful, well thought out question. You have to focus, no pun intended, on your photography skills to get the best image you can get from your camera. We have to bear in mind that the camera has got, from the days of film to our digital cameras today, no matter how much you pay for them, whether you're paying 6,000 Rand or 150,000 Rand, they all work on the same principle. The basic principle is they only understand averaging out of light. They cannot specifically say, well, I'm now going to look in the shadow areas of the garden, but I'll also look at the sun in that, and I'll make the two perfect exposures. A camera cannot do that because a camera, not like your eye can see 100 different, for example, maybe 100 different ranges of brightness, and you can look at a backlit landscape or a backlit house at sunset, and you will still see the detail in the house, and you will see the sun is bright. On a camera, no matter how expensive the camera's light meter will say, I'm exposing for the brightest part of the subject, and that is the sun. Your house will be silhouetted. So cameras have improved now, and that's why you're paying more for them, because they will try and take into account when there's an extreme difference in brightness range. That is why and no camera can adequately deal with that. It just can't. I know Nikon and Canon and Olympus will jump down my throat, but it can't. Even though it's got 24 different brightness factors it'll handle, the camera can only do as much as it's been manufactured to do. So you've got to focus. When you edit pictures, you just want to lift your images just a little bit. As I said before, if you really have got an oops, you have to do first aid. But then you have to have the basic Photoshop skills to lift that image slightly. So you need both.
Yeah. Mike, great question.